Hello everybody, welcome to this video on data science lifecycle explained in 6 minutes by Intellipaat. In this video, we are going to understand the term data science in a simple manner alongside what exactly the data science process at an organization level looks like. But before we begin, make sure to hit both the subscribe button and bell icon for Intellipaat's YouTube channel. Now let's first understand a bit more about the term data science for first. Generally, when people think about data science, they see data as a lot of numbers and a bulk of mathematical equations. When word science comes into play, people think of it as a person working in a lab or wrapping his head around computers. But is that what data science really is? Well, it is not. Data science is not technical as software development. It is more of a problem solving and creative field where the real world problems are solved by diving deep into the data. And this is something we ourselves naturally do while making even simple decisions in our life. Like for example, if you were to travel from location A to B during the monsoon season, first you would go ahead and check what the weather is like. What are the chances of precipitation? Then you would go ahead and visit Google Maps and figure out the shortest path to reach location B. If you want to reach there fast, you'll end up checking whether there is traffic on the road or not. See, in a very basic notion, you went ahead and gathered data from different sources. And by understanding that data, you'll be making the informed choice, which will be having very less chances of failure or disruption. Data science comes up from this notion itself. It's the problem solving discipline where you make use of data to drive successful business decisions. Not only that, by recognizing the pattern in data points, you predict the future trends using various statistical modeling techniques and machine learning. This is basically what a rough definition of data science looks like. If I were to refine it as per the industry reference, I would put it like data science is the field of study that involves extracting knowledge and insights from noisy data and then turning that noisy data into insights or actions that business or organization can go ahead and take forward. Okay, let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper and try and understand this data science term in more detail. So, when we talk about data science in very basic terms, it is an intersection between three different disciplines. From whatever that we have discussed till this particular moment, you can figure out one thing, that data science is there to solve business problems. So, by default, one critical pillar of data science becomes the business acumen. Then data is nothing but a lot of numbers and mathematics and statistics, right? So definitely mathematics and statistics naturally becomes the second pillar. And finally, the logical block that puts together both the mathematics and business side of things into a problem and solves it is something called as computer science. So basically, in a nutshell, data science is intersection of these three disciplines, and every data science initiatives involves collaboration across these three key areas. Now let's talk about the different types of data science methods you might use depending on the questions you are asking in your organization. And believe me, these questions can range from simple to downright complex with varying levels of value they can provide. So let's map this out by complexity and value. First off, we have descriptive analytics. This is all about understanding what's currently happening in your business. It's like a quick status check. A common question here would be, did our sales go up or down? It's about having accurate data to know the current state of affairs. Next, we move on to diagnostic analytics. This one is a bit deeper. It focuses on figuring out why something happened. If sales went up or down, we would ask, why did that happen? We dig into the data to find the root cause of any change. After that, we hit predictive analytics. This is where we start forecasting. It's all about asking what's likely to happen in the future. For example, what will our sales look like next quarter? Here we use historical data patterns and trends to predict future outcomes. Finally, we have prescriptive analytics. This is where we get actionable. It's about figuring out the best course of action. So we might ask, what do I need to do to boost sales by 10%? This helps us decide the next step based on our analysis. This sounds cool, right? Now let's dive into how exactly data science actually gets all of this done and who is responsible for which part. This brings us to the concept of data science lifecycle. The starting point of every data science business problem is understanding the business. This is critical because if we are asking the wrong question from the get-go, we are setting ourselves on the wrong path, and that path is definitely going to lead towards failure. This phase ensures that we clearly understand what problem we are trying to solve and why it matters. Once we nail down our business question, we move on to data mining. This step is all about gathering the data we need for analysis, searching through databases and pulling out relevant information from the web. Next up is data cleaning. Let's be real, when we find data, it's really not in the best shape. It might be full of missing values, duplicates or errors. So we have to roll our sleeves and clean it up to make it usable for analysis. With clean data in hand, we move on to exploration. This is where we use various analytical tools to start answering our business questions. If you want to dive into more complex problems like predictive or prescriptive analytics, we have to use advanced tools such as machine learning models that leverage huge amounts of computing power and high quality data to make accurate predictions and recommendation actions. Once we have explored and analyzed our data, it's time for visualization. We need to present our findings in a way that's easy to understand for every business stakeholder and take action out of it. Now let's quickly break down who does what in this particular life cycle. In most organizations, you'll find roles like business analysts, data engineers and data scientists. Business analysts are the ones formulating questions and working on the business side of things. They are also involved in visualizing insights and making them useful for decision making. Data engineers, on the other hand, are the people who gather, clean and organize the data. They make sure that the data pipeline is running smoothly, enabling the analysis process. Finally, we have data scientists. These are the professionals who dive deep into the exploration phase, applying machine learning techniques and advanced statistical methods to get the most value out of that data. Here is the interesting part. These roles often overlap. Business analysts might need to dabble in machine learning, while data scientists may have to hunt down data themselves. Collaboration is a key, and it's becoming more common for people in data roles especially. So there you have it. The data science lifecycle takes away from raw noisy data to achieving actionable insight that can have a significant impact on any business decision. That's all I have for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed this piece of content. If you have, don't forget to tap on that thumbs up button. Goodbye and see you in the next one.